Now, Johns, he's the Welshman, a real terrier of a player, but he's never got past the second round, ranked 16 in the world. Steve Beaton, he's from Coventry, making his first appearance in this championship. He is ranked 18 in the world. Now, we're going to join this one after the first leg, which Steve Beaton won. So sit back in your seats. It's Steve Beaton to throw. Describing the action for us, Sid Waddell.
Second leg, Steve to throw first. Game on, please.
This is Chris Johns' fourth time in this World Championship.
81.
It's Beaton's first, and he's come out with no nerves. Took the first leg there against the darts. Well, once what you did in between matches was sharpen your points. Now it's the attention of the fans. Dennis Priestley and co. dishing out the autographs.
100.
Dropping them very sweetly into the 60. Beaton here, early doors. First of 3 sets is the winner. Classy stuff. Graham Miller taking the action here. And Beaton certainly living up to his reputation.
Steve requires 59.
Tops. Good marker. Brilliant. Certainly living up to the big reputation he's got in the Midlands. Beaton so love up already in legs.
Third leg, Chris to throw first. Game on, please.
Beaton the out, they won a tough qualifier to get to this stage.
100.
This lad's a top man for the Welsh international team.
46.
John's got to take this leg or else the first set goes to Steve. Two awkward lies, he's coming down, I think.
97.
All the lads and lasses here are always smiling faces, and at the moment the smile is also on the face of Beaton.
Steve requires 170. 60. Chris requires 140.
Needs a bit of Welsh flair here to save the set. Can do it with a 3.
Steve requires 110.
For the set.
43. Chris requires 100.
Just to save the set, 60 for tops. Tops will do it.
Yes, a third egg. Chris Jones.
Stops the rampage of Beaton. For the moment, anyway.
Fourth leg, Steve to throw first. Game on.
Johns with a lot to do here. Got to keep them there or thereabouts. Beaton just needs this leg for the first set.
100. $60. $97.
Percentage shot here, treble 19.
137.
John's way back here.
$41. Steve requires 70.
For the first set. 16.
54.
No shot for the Welsh side.
$84. Steve requires 16.
Double 8 to complete the Storming set. Double 4 takes the set. Double 2.
12 score.
Won't be pleased with that.
Chris requires 134.
And the Welshman could not have expected to get this chance the way Beaton was going. 3-dart shot possibly, yeah. Needs it. Yeah, the shot's on. Double 16 for a tremendous shot. Yes! 1, 3, 4! Well, it looked as though he was sunk in the set. Brilliant Welsh player there. 2 legs each.
Fifth leg, Chris to throw first. Game on, please.
Well, the lads who should know said that this match would be a humdinger. It's someone, it's stinging.
140.
Johns looked wiped out until he produced a magnificent 1-3-4 shot out. The side and leg of the first set.
45. $60.
Chris here from Aberdare, and his opponent Steve from Coventry.
$25. $66.
Well, that clotted in 1-3-4 shot out by John seems to have rocked Beaton slightly.
100. $44.
Chris looking to punch a hole in 176.
100.
2 darts shot for the Welsh lad then.
98. Chris requires 76.
60 for double 8. 16 for Tops. Tops would take the set.
36.
No shot out for his opponent.
Chris requires 40.
Set point now to the Welsh side. Once Tops. Once double 10. One dot left at double 10.
Yes, game shot in the first set. Chris Jones.
I wouldn't have put money on it, but Johns, brilliant shot at 1-3-4, wins the first set, having come back into it with a brilliant
Thank you,
shot.
ladies and gentlemen. Second set, first leg. Steve to throw first.
First of 3 sets, the winner.
43.
Well, I used to think darts players were all big fat-bellied lads with cardigans, but we've got 2 glamour pusses up on the stage here. And the ladies in the audience obviously appreciate a bit of beefcake. The sort of darts up there that will curl anybody's hair.
100.
Well, I don't know if Beaton here is related to the famous Mrs. Beaton, the cookery lady, but he certainly looked as though he knew how to bake Welsh pie.
100.
In the first set till Chris got out of the oven. And cooking a bit himself now.
100. Steve requires 130. 44. Chris requires 110.
So, treble 18 first. Yeah. Double 18.
74. Steve requires 86.
Well, 54 behind to start this. Wrong bed. Unlucky. One at the treble 17.
30. Chris requires 36.
To go further ahead. Double 18.
Yes, the first leg. Chris Jones.
Blowing with gas now, Jones.
Second leg. Chris to throw first.
He's won the last 4 legs on the trot as Chris.
100. 100. 100. 60.
First played in this tournament in 1988, beat Mike Gregory. His first match, Chris, but he's gone out in the first round in 89 and 91.
83. 100.
Using all parts of the board.
134. 30.
Chance to go further ahead, the Eden.
Chris requires 84.
Looking at 60 for double 12. That's treble 16 now. No, single 16.
52.
Leaving double. And Beaton way down the track in this one.
99. Chris requires 32.
Double 16 to go further ahead.
Yes, a second leg. Chris Jones.
And the little Welsh side just on 5 legs on the trot.
Third leg, Steve to throw first. 60.
Came out like an exocet missile in the first set to Beaton. But Chris has pegged back at him.
137.
And Beaton now fighting to save yet another set.
137. $95. 100.
Well, if you thought the dart was just standing there and bending your arm. He's all action, this boy.
Chris requires 89.
Treble 19 for double 16. Double 5.
Yeah!
Brilliant shot. Improvised.
Chris Jones.
Took it 2 sets to 0. Beaton having a really hard time now.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Third set, first leg. Chris to throw first.
2 sets to 0 up now. Little Chris Jones.
100.
Highly dramatic match this.
100.
Beaton came out firing on all cylinders. And then this tiny bundle of dynamite did the biz. All action. All his body into it. Occasionally I've seen him
60.
go off balance, Chris, when he's trying too hard. You're not wrong with his balance here.
45. 100.
The lad from Coventry here with it all to do.
84. 140.
Well, there's been some great Welsh dartsmen over the years. Alan Evans,
60.
Leighton Rees, Tony
This
Riddler.
requires 101.
And on this kind of form, he's fit to be mentioned in the same breath, Chris Jones. Double 18 for another cracking big finish.
Yeah!
Brilliant!
First leg.
Picked in absolutely the lot.
Second leg, Steve to throw first. Game on, please. 100.
Chris has taken 7 legs on the trot. Steve with it all to do. You've got to be sorry for Beaton for catching Chris in this form.
95.
A 1-3-4 shutout turned the tide. And the Welsh lad's gone from strength to strength.
100.
Must crowd that 60.
140.
Does. Can't afford to let another set go. Beaton lost balance there. Certainly did. And how?
27. Steve requires 161.
Shots on. Treble 17. Bullseye! Now played the percentage. Good thinking.
129.
Forgot the money for the highest shot out. Realised that Chris was way back. And the excitement's even getting through to Fred Williams up there.
Steve requires 32.
Double 16. Wants double 8 now.
Yes, a second leg. Steve Beaton.
And the crowd applauding that. The lad needed it.
Third leg. Chris to throw first. 60. 140.
Sticking to his guns, this lad. This is a pearler of a leg by Beaton. Chris is hitting a wayward patch.
100.
Brilliant character by Beaton to get back into this.
Steve requires 121.
Could be on for 12 darter. Now decided the percentage shot again.
55.
No shot here for Chris, but Beaton could go out in 2.
Steve requires 66.
Treble 10. 16. Wants tops.
46.
Treble 16 coming in here.
64.
Treble 16 needs double 8. Bad miss. Missed the big 17. The nerves coming in, hitting the Welshman now.
28. Steve requires 20.
To the 10. On the wire.
Yes, a third leg. Steve Beaton.
Yeah, back in the game, Beaton.
Fourth leg, Steve to throw first. Game on, please.
So the rush of 7 straight legs by Jones, halted there by Beaton and by some pretty lax darts by Chris himself.
100.
It's 2-0 in favour of Johns, with Beaton looking favourite to take this set.
60.
Just needs this leg to make it 2-1. And the crowd relishing this match.
60. 100.
Should get first pot at a double, Beaton.
55.
That was a tremendous shot there to not let the drift into the treble 5 affect his concentration.
26. This requires 164.
Can't be done with a 3 to give Beaton more headaches. No shot here.
60. Chris requires 108.
And it swung the other way. He's the marginal favourite to take this leg now. John's treble 18. It's only 2. Does he like the 60? He might.
39. Steve requires 115.
Could take the set. If he had needed the treble 19.
59.
Treble 15 maybe?
69.
Could go treble 15. Several ways to go here. Treble 15's a good one. Yeah. Tops to level it up.
29. Steve requires 56.
16. He wants tops to take us to 2 sets. The one, and he does it!
The third set. Steve Beaton.
Crowd go Doolally as the lads of Coventry gets back in the game. Johns leads 2 sets to 1.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth set, first leg. Steve the throw first. Game on, please.
Well, the old saying, don't dish it out if you can't take it. It's been more than amply illustrated in this match. Steve came out in the opening minutes, dished it out. Chris went 7 legs
100.
on the trot. And now it's Steve's turn to dish it out again. Back in the match.
99.
Johns takes the set. He wins the match.
100.
If Steve can do it, we go to 2 sets each on the decider. Battle leave that 162. Bogey number. Especially if Johns can crack a couple of 60s.
100.
Could be a bad mistake by Beaton, leaving himself a bogey.
81. Chris requires 120.
Looking at 60 first. Single 20. Top of the shop he needs.
80. Steve requires 81.
2 ways, treble 19. He tried the treble 15 way. Wants the bull. Desperately.
56. Chris requires 40.
And he would look good for the match if he can sink this. Tops. Double 10.
Chris Jones.
Got to take your doubles.
Second leg, Chris to throw first.
Well,
Game on, please.
a worried look on Beaton's brow. Jones ahead in a set that could win the match for him.
$100. $60.
Jones will be thinking of coming down in steady tons to maintain the advantage of throwing first in this crucial leg.
100.
Every score logged. This averages everything in darts these days. Dennis Priestley was saying to me, the lad who wins this will have to average something like 31, 32 per dart and do it over a whole week. Jones clattering the 60.
180.
Second, and what a time to do it. Sets the tapia dancing.
100. Chris requires 121.
9 darts took him this far. Can he do it? 12 darter.
$55.
2 darter for Jones. Mountain to climb for Steve.
60. Chris requires 66.
Treble 10 for double 18. Wrong bed. Yeah, double 8 would do now.
50.
No shot though.
$44. Chris requires 16.
But 2 love and what could be the deciding set. He wants double 8. Snatched a bit. He wants double 4.
Yes, the second leg.
Could be the end of the road in a dozen darts or so.
Steve to throw first.
For Steve.
Hang on.
He's got it all to do now.
140.
Chris gets one more leg in this set. He's through. Steve coming to the hockey. We'll be hoping that Chris goes slightly off balance, drifts into the 1, hoping that he will stay there on the 60.
125. $60.
Well, Lazarus only came back from the dead once. Beaton's under pressure here to try and do it twice.
100.
In with a good shout, Beaton.
$140. Steve requires 136.
Capable of the shot is now on with a 3. Very handy pick off that. Down off and see double 13 left of this standard of darts. Lucky for some.
180.
Will it be lucky for Beaton?
Steve requires 26.
Double 13. 13 in bits. Double 4.
22.
Went out a bit fast.
Chris requires 81.
Treble 15 or treble 19 first. Get a chance he shouldn't have had here. It's the treble 10, 51. Double 18 for the match.
45. Steve requires 4.
On the edge of the precipice, but still in. Wants double 2, got a good marker. Madhouse. Double 1 and missed.
Chris requires 36.
Match point to Johns. Double 18. Wrong bed. Double 14. On the wire. A lot to aim at though. Double 14. Pulled.
19. Steve requires 4.
Double 2 to stay in. Madhouse. Double 1. On the wire. 1 left. In the Madhouse up there.
No
Pulled.
score.
Crowd
Chris
don't believe
requires
this.
17.
Getting their money's worth here. Johns again for the match. Going to take 17 to bits. Double 8 for the Welshman. 1 on the wire. Double 80 once.
No
Inside.
score.
Even at the World Championship, Ducks and Drakes. Double 2 to Beaton. Madhouse again. Topsy once. Double 1 he wants. Hold it! You'd scoff down the pub if this happens.
8.
For the match. Absolutely fascinated by it.
Thank you.
Match point to Johns if he gets 2 4s. 2 in his hand. Double 4 in his sights. Johns does it! But what a fight Beaton put up. Came back into it twice, made Chris fight all the way to that nail-biting finish on double 1 and double 2. Johns goes through.